Hey guys, welcome back for another video. Before we get started, huge thanks to our sponsor, I Am Scary's Scary Tales. Perfect for those who love a good chill down the spine, and his latest book, Beware the Goblin Tree, is here just in time for spooky season. Picture this. Siblings Samantha and Josh move to a new house only to find out there's a creepy, cursed tree in the backyard with a goblin that, you guessed it, is not up for friendly neighborly chat. Samantha, of course, isn't one to back down, especially once she realizes the tree's holding back even more sinister secrets. As things get serious, the kids team up with their new friend Eddie to take on the goblin in a showdown that'll leave them shaken, but totally alone with their story. Definitely check it out if you like your scares with a dash of folklore. Link below. Today, we're taking a look at Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles from 1990, the movie that truly brought our favorite heroes in a half-shell to life. Four mutant turtles, trained in martial arts by a wise rat, face off against a crime syndicate and do it all while munching on pizza. If you're like me and old enough to remember the original theatrical release, you probably remember that thrill of seeing our cartoon favorites turn into real ninjas. This movie was my first trip to the theater with my dad, and let's just say, it left us both shell-shocked in the best way. The story starts with New York City under siege from a wave of crime, a situation that leads reporter April O'Neil to dig into the truth. She's gutsy, loves pushing the police chief's buttons, and doesn't back down, even when warned to. Soon, she uncovers a connection between these crimes and ones that happened in Japan, and it's not long before she stumbles upon four wisecracking, pizza-loving, and green-skinned heroes. So back to April, who, by sticking her nose where it doesn't belong, ends up on Shredder's hit list. And if you're wondering, Shredder's behind the crime wave, because what else would you do with a warehouse full of angsty teens? When April's about to get clobbered, the turtles swoop in to save her, but Raph loses his sigh. Cue the collective facepalm from his brothers. This moment takes us to their underground lair, which is exactly how you'd imagine a bunch of teenage turtles would decorate. Pizza boxes everywhere, questionable hygiene, and a rat with a robe who's somehow the dad figure here. Then, Raph saves April from a Foot Clan attack, bringing her back to the lair again. Someone get this girl a frequent flyer punch card for Foot Clan rescues. Here's where we get the origin story of the turtles, as told by their sensei, Splinter. Long story short, 4 baby turtles plus ooze, 1 very unlucky rat. New York City equals turtle power. April should be screaming her head off at this point, but nope, she's charmed by these giant reptiles and stays to chat. Classic. They hang out all night, leaving just enough time for a foot soldier to follow Raph back to the lair, and like the worst houseguest ever, lead an army back to kidnap Splinter. Come on, Splinter, no ninja moves in you for this one? So instead of getting a super sci-fi hideout like the Technodrome, we get an abandoned warehouse full of delinquent teens. It's a kid zone with stolen TVs, arcade games, and 0 adult supervision, which just sounds like a Chuck E. Cheese that really went off the rails. Enter Shredder, who makes one of the best villain entrances of all time. He's the Darth Vader of 90s New York, cape and all, striding in like he owns the place. Shredder tells his young minions they're all part of something bigger, a family. By the way, did you catch a young Sam Rockwell in there? He's clearly just there for the free pizza. Unlike his cartoon counterpart, Shredder is played totally straight here. No goofy one-liners, just straight-up menace. And here's a fun fact for you. Getting this movie off the ground was no easy feat. They had to bring in top-tier martial artists because nobody wanted to touch this film at first. But with them on board, suddenly we had the highest caliber ninja fights in a movie where the main characters are turtles named after Renaissance artists. Everyone's performance is unexpectedly genuine. They're giving it everything they've got in those rubber suits, and it somehow works. Casey Jones, though, steals the show. He's a vigilante with a golf bag full of sporting equipment, ready to bash bad guys and look cool doing it. As a kid, I was bummed he wasn't in the sequel. His fight scenes are some of the best in the movie, and he fits right in with the Turtles' weird family dynamic. With a budget of just $13.5 million, this movie made over $200 million. Absolute blockbuster. Does it hold up? Heck yes. but maybe I'm soft spot for my childhood heroes, so I'm giving it a solid 6 out of 10. All right, folks, that's it for my review. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll catch you next time.